Hey friends, and thanks for joining me. Let's talk about Zomedica. Now going into Zomedica here, we're starting to see some things bounce back from the terrible numbers we've had for the past almost 2 weeks in the market. So today Zomedica straightened itself back up going into the $2 range, and then right after market close after hours it dropped down to $1.93, and now it's trailing back at $2. So I've got to be honest, I'm getting really excited with this. The time is coming, we've been patient, we've been waiting, and getting into this next week, that will be the start of March, and we will see the start of some things I believe start to happen here with Zomedica. And in the last video with Zomedica, I said you're going to start to see a lot more articles come out with Zomedica due to their product coming out, which is the Truforma product. And that is already happening. We're starting to see that right now. You're literally having articles come out daily at this point, double, triple at a time. And a lot of these articles are just saying the same thing, and some of them have a little bit of information that makes you think about what you're doing here with Zomedica and the future of what it could be. But guys, I thought today about Zomedica. What do I like about Zomedica so much? What I like about Zomedica, has Zomedica really made a dime? Not really. They haven't really done a lot as a company. And really everything is relying on this product coming out. And I think there's a split right in the middle with investors. You've got one side going, I really don't care too much about the product. I just care about the release date, and then I'm taking my money and I'm getting out of here. And then I think you've got another side going, I kind of feel the same way, but I'm going to stick around for a pretty long time because I see something here. Guys, the pet industry is a $99 billion industry. And then last year, vet bills alone in the United States were $30.2 billion. And Zomedica is going to be getting a piece of that. They're going to be going in there with their product, and they're going to be a part of that. So it's almost like us as investors are helping Zomedica get into this billion-dollar industry so we as investors can reap the benefits. They have this secret product that's going to blow up, that's going in there, that's revolutionary, on pen and paper should make billions of dollars in the years to come. Talking about that with the March 30th release date of Truforma, Zomedica's product. Articles are already setting up bad news for after March 30th, so this is what I want to warn every investor about. Things go the way we think they're going to go, we're going to have huge gains start here. You're just going to wake up one day and you're going to see Zomedica probably at a $4 or $5 range, probably then to a $6, $7, and then probably I'm thinking and I'm hoping and I'm crossing my fingers with all of you to a $10 range. And that will be closer to March 30th because the release of the product. And you're going to have more hype. You're going to have more people talking about it. But after that, there's going to be a lot of volatility. There's going to be people selling massive amounts of shares. And they may not come back. Because think about it. After the product release, you're going to have massive amount of people saying, you know what? I've got what I want, I'm leaving, I'm taking my money, and I'm going. Because they know after the product release date, then we're waiting on pure cash flow to come in with Zomedica. And that's going to take longer, and that's going to be a little more boring, and that's going to be the actual real investing into a company. Because a lot of people are not investing in Zomedica right now on what is Zomedica is going to do for the pet industry. They're investing in Zomedica because Zomedica has a big pop about to come and people know it. But one good thing that has happened with everybody going in investing in Zomedica here the past few months, Zomedica has put a lot of cash in hand. Let's read this. Finally, though, Zomedica is currently in a relatively good financial position. After exercising outstanding warrants in mid-January, it received more than $40 million in additional cash. Now ZOM has cash and cash equivalents of $90 million. The company expects for that to fund operations through 2023 and expects to be cash flow positive by then. So by 2023, this company is expecting to be cash flow positive. Means no more debt. It means you're investing into a company that is debt free, which probably means some pretty big numbers coming in on the stock itself. At that point, they would be positive in cash flow. They would have no debt. This could easily sit at a $15 to $20 stock. Easily. And of course I'm saying that with no bigger news coming out with Zomedica. They haven't invented anything new. No bad news is coming out. No news is good news. But the fact right now that Zomedica has cash on hand is a very big deal. And let's state the obvious here. After March 30th, and let's just say something crazy, if it was to hit a $15 mark, and I say crazy because that would be crazy and that would be on pure hype. I'm pretty sure at that point, Zomedica would sell off more shares and take in more money. And you would see pullback from the stock just from that. So what am I trying to say with all this, guys? I want you to know that March 30th, if things go the way it's saying it's going to go, if all these analysts are correct, if all of us that have been doing stocks for a pretty long time, we've seen things like this happen before, we know there's probably going to be a pretty big pop here coming up at the end of March. But that's when you've got to decide. Am I a long-term investor in Zomedica or am I a short-term investor in Zomedica? I'm taking my earnings and I'm going, or you know what? I'm going to stay here and I'm going to ride this out. Because I believe by 2022 or 2023 that this is going to be a $20 stock to $30 stock. But friends, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. What's going to happen here? How fast is this thing going to shoot? Do you think March is just going to rush in here and then Zomedica is really just going to start to take off? And I'm especially happy because I think we're getting the market back. I think things are starting to rebound here. And going into March, we should start to see things come back slowly here and then be back on a high again. But friends, like always, thank you so much for being here. Remember, be positive, be you, and God bless you guys, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, friends.